Hi, I'm Corey Johnson, and I'm from the First Nations Health Authority in the Environmental Public Health team. Today we're going to go over how to pick your sampling sites. Before sampling collection can begin, you and your environmental health officer, in consultation with the water treatment plant operator and community public works team, you must ensure that the sampling site selected will be representative of the community's drinking water system. Since sampling locations and distribution of sampling sites throughout the drinking water system can affect the quality of your samples and how representative your data is, developing a good sampling plan will ensure that your community's drinking water monitoring program is as effective as possible. We try and select locations that you will always have access to, and we try to sample from the same locations each time for consistency. Pre-filled field data log sheets can be created to make things easier. The following two figures illustrate branched and loop distribution systems. Samples should be collected at the end or the furthest point possible of each line in a branched distribution system, and at the middle and the furthest point in a looped system. Important places to monitor are high-risk areas such as health centers, child care facilities, and facilities with elderly populations. Areas where there is lots of water usage, also known as high-flow areas, and areas where there is hardly any water usage, also known as low-flow areas. Locations near reservoirs and pump stations. Dead ends and the ends of distribution lines. In general, these sampling locations should be representative of the entire distribution system, including storage facilities such as reservoirs and different pressure zones. The frequency of the sampling required will vary according to your community's drinking water distribution system and your community's drinking water sampling schedule. However, weekly sampling and monitoring is industry best practice. Sampling frequency and your community's drinking water sampling schedule can be discussed further with your community's environmental health officer. Once you and your environmental health officer have discussed the best sampling locations within your community, it is time to find the best sampling tap for each site. Choose a cold water faucet, ideally one with a smooth end that has no attachments, which can be cleaned and disinfected easily. Never take your samples from visibly dirty faucets, garden hose, faucets in workshops, garages, bathrooms, or other unclean areas. Never take your samples from faucets that are connected to water softeners or other treatment devices, unless you are testing the effectiveness of the treatment unit. Avoid taking your samples from outdoor faucets, dripping faucets, or faucets that leak around the seal, faucets that cannot deliver a smooth stream of water, faucets with a threaded end or hose ends, faucets with metal fixtures, with external plastic or rubber inserts, or faucets where you cannot remove the aerator or filter. If you ever have any questions about where to sample, contact your friendly community environmental health officer, or you can email environmental.health@fnha.ca. Now that you have chosen your sampling locations, it is time to take your samples. Watch the next video on how to take your water sample for more information.